as we do not have any relationship between these two tables, if we go and try to generate a report out of these two tables, for example, we are trying to take care priority. Let me delete this one. I am trying to take care priority and I am trying to take care hours. We have three priorities A, B, C. For each one, it's showing here 256, which is wrong. Simply, as we do not have the relationship, it is summing the column called as hours column. It is summing. I mean to say, if I remove this priority, whatever we have the data in hours, total hours is what? 256. The same 256, it's trying to put for each and every priority. It is trying to put it. Okay, to make this as correction, we are going back to the model and we need to create the join between these two things. Based on the project column, we are doing the join. You can go and you can drag and drop, or you can go for the manage relationship. You can go and you can do it. This is called as cardinality. One is one only, star is many, one to many cardinality. And direction is called as it is single direction. That means this to this, it is a one to many direction. Okay, one to many direction. That means the navigation will be going from this table to this table. It is going. So that is one to many. If we go for this to this, means it is many to one. What from here we are talking, that is important. If I talk company project to project hours, means it is one to many. Project hours to company project means it is many to one. And the direction is single direction we have to go. We have two options, single and both. When to go for both, we'll try to discuss soon today. Now, clear what we explained yesterday. Let me move on to the next example. Next example. Here, some of the things are important. Information is available here. That is automatic relationship updates. Automatic relationship updates. What is the meaning of this is, you can manage how Power BI treats and automatically adjust relationship in our reports and models. To specify how Power BI handles relationship options, select file, options and settings, options. Then we'll see these are the three options we are going to see under the data load. What is the meaning of this first one? Import relationships from data sources on first load. Import relationships from data sources and first load. Relationships mean nothing but, see here this one. Import relationships from data source and first load. This option is selected by default. When it is selected, Power BI checks for relationship defined in our data sources, such as primary key foreign key relationship in our data warehouse. If such relationship exists, they are mirrored, they are created here into the Power BI data model when you initially load the data. This option enables you to quickly begin working with your model rather than requiring you find or define those relationships yourself. Automatic relationship will be working well if I have best foreign key, primary key is designed in the database level. Are you getting my point? If you are not selected this option at the Power BI tool level, then even though primary key, foreign key is available in the database, it won't create the relationship. Second option I have, update or delete relationship when refreshing the data. So this option is unselected by default. If you select it, Power BI checks for changes in the data source relationship when your data set is refreshed. If those relationships changed or are removed, Power BI mirrors those changes in its own data model, updating or deleting them to match. But however, if something is happened and we changed it, here also it is changing means existing our dashboards, our reports will be impacted. That's the reason they made here disabled here. Suppose today when you are importing this one, we have the foreign key, it is created the join. Some reason the foreign key they removed it, because they removed it, it is deleted the join means it is a problem. The reason by default this option is disabled. Third one, auto detect new relationship after data is loaded. This option is described in the auto detect during the load. Already we know it based on the primary key, foreign key, it is going to create the relation. Auto detect is the one area what already we studied in the first lesson of this one. So here we have the configuring automatically, we have it, right? Auto detect during load. System automatically detect the relationship the moment you click on the auto detect. However, this auto detect works based on two rules. One rule is called as the name should be same or primary key foreign key should be available in the data. These three options we can go and you can observe now. We go for your file menu, then we go for your options and settings, then go for options. Then you can see we have here data load. Here I have three options: import relationships from data sources and first load, update or delete relationship and refresh data, auto detect new relationship after this data is loaded. However, I recommend not to disturb this one. By default, like this only available. Keep like that only. Just for our understanding, we kept here. Now, more important thing is this is what more important thing. Let us see next level of example. Okay, this example is where it is. Yeah, this one. Future updates to the data require a different cardinality. What do you mean by cardinality? Basically, one record if I pick from one table, how many records are available in another table? That is what the cardinality, right?
Yes.
For example,
Same.
we know EMP table, DEPD table. Police department is the name we have in the department table. In India, we have the departments. One department is called as police department. Second department is called as electrical department. Third department is called as, let's say, revenue department. Like that, each department we have different. Any particular department, if you take it, that respect to n number of employees are available. So department table to employee table, one to many relationship is available. So cardinality is nothing but the data mapping between two tables, how the data mapping is available between these two tables. However, if you see these two tables now, one is known as company project priority table. Second is known as project budget table. These are the two tables are available. I think these two tables I kept in the Excel also I kept it. If you go to your lab data folder, you go to your RIT trainings, then go for Power BI, then go for lab data, then the lab 2, I kept here understanding relationships. In understanding relationships, I kept here two tables. If you go and try to see, this is what the one table, project name and priority. The first one, let us go. Okay, we have, this is what the two tables we have. This is hours, project, date submitted. Oh, sorry. This is our understanding relationship scenario 1 and scenario 2. This is project name and priority. Okay, what is the data we have here? Yeah, this is the one. Project name and priority, and second one we have approved projects, budget allocation and allocation date. That's what the next one we have. So these two tables I want to import it. For example, these two tables whatever available I would like to import it. For example, let me go and try to import in Power BI and see what is the problem we are going to face it. I am trying to take a new piece. I am taking, go to the file menu, new. So we are trying to take a new document we are taking. Now we are trying to get the data from Excel sheet we are getting. Let me take here Excel. Let me take here file, then we have here Excel, then go for here connect. Now we are trying to take here now we are going for lab data, then lab 2, then understanding relationship. Now if you go for this understanding relationship, I have two sheets are available. I would like to go for scenario 2, and we have here in the scenario 2, what is the table names of this? The table name is scenario 2. We have this the one table. All is appearing as a one table. Mhm. What are the names of these tables? Project budget and company project priority. Company project priority. Company project priority. Then we have here one more table is project budget. One more table is project budget. Okay, these two tables I am trying to take it. Okay, then we are trying to click on here load. So now today, if you go and try to observe these two tables, company project table and project budget table, it's loading, and you see the data here. I have this is the one table, whatever I have it, company project table. How many blue projects are available here? Only one. How many red projects are available here? One. Green one. All are one only available. If you go for project budget table, blue, red, green, one only available, right? And between these two tables, if you go and try to see the relation, one project name here is also having only one name here. Here also one project name, if you take it, approved project, you take it, only we have here. Can you please tell me what is the relationship between these two tables? If I create a join between project name and project name and approved projects, what is the relationship might be? Cardinality?
1 to 1, I think.
1 to 1. Excellent. If you go and try to observe here, let us see here. So it is 1 to 1 actually because of the nulls or whatever the issue, it is identified as a menu to 1, it's trying to identify. Now I am trying to reset this as a 1 to 1. The cardinality selected is not valid for this relationship. Why? Why it is not possible? Do we have data anything wrong? Let me take this. Let me delete from Excel. Excel is not up to mark, looks like. Here scenario 2 I have. This is a something.
Same yesterday we did it from the copy from the site only.
Yeah.
That's the correct thing.
That will be the best, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let us do in that way then.
Yeah.
We'll go to the site and we'll make this as a company project priority.
Yeah.
I think, let me go for,
You did it this too, I think.
yeah, I'll let us make it as fresh form.
Yeah.
Okay, then this Excel, we need to copy properly or to copy it. Looks like there are nulls in the Excel. So anyhow, we know now what is the meaning of entering the data here. We are trying to create here query. We are trying to create it. So, sorry. Enter the data. Then we are going for the table. The table is known as company project priority. And the data we have here is this is what the data we have it. Now we go and try to paste out here. Then say load. And we are going for second one, project budget. Then we are trying to click on here, enter the data.
Project budget.
Then We have here 3 rows. Then the 3 rows we are trying to put out here. Now we are loading. Now we have here 2 tables are available. Now we want to create the relation between these 2 things. And we know the relation is, we have here 1 record. If we take it, that 1 record corresponding, only 1 record is available here. Now if you go and try to observe here the relationship project name to approved projects, what we have. Yeah, this is what I am expecting.
Yeah, 1 to 1.
Even the direction also, if you notice here, both direction. That means if you see from whichever direction, this is 1 to 1 relation only, we have it. Okay. Now if you go and try to observe the properties here internally, that's something like this available. But do you think like, is it always 1 to 1? Today we have the data like this, it is 1 to 1. But I am seeing some kind of loophole here. Some kind of loophole here. Do you agree?
Yes.
What is the meaning of loophole here is, there may be a situation tomorrow. I may have blue project coming with the priority B.
At the time it will be wrong.
Or I can say one more way. I can say the blue project today it is given the budget allocation is 40,000 and the allocation date is this one. Again, some reason the blue project is not completed due to some miscellaneous reasons or whatever it is. Again, they allocated one more $10,000 they allocated on the date of, for example, 2014. Is it possible for one project 2 times budget allocation is possible or not possible?
No.
No.
Possible, right?
No, not possible.
Not possible?
Possible, but the project of cost will be high.
Let it be. If suppose if you take here one agriculture project we are taking, they will say we have the budget of this one is so and so XYZ, and duration is, let's say, so and so 5 years. Within 5 years, due to some reasons, all the costs are increased like anything. Steel cost, iron cost, what you can say, brick cost, everything is increased, and certain reasons, some approvals problem or whatever it is delayed. Is it the contractor is going to do same budget, or he want to increase the budget?
He want to increase the budget.
That means for the same project, you will give the extra budget you are going to give it and some other date.
Yes.
That means a given project may be approved. Even one more case also it happens. The project allocation, budget allocation will not be happens in single go. Hey, for this year I am allocating this much of budget for this project. For next year we'll be allocating some other budget. Every year I may be allocating some budget to that particular project. Possible or not possible?
Sometimes it's possible, right?
Yeah, most of the times actually. If you go for our India is a country, we have the poverty people. We are giving the free of cost rice. Those all things we are giving it.
Yes.
For that purpose, every state government is allocating some budget in the shape of the benefits to the poverty people. That amount every year, the numbers and everything will be changing.
Yes.
Project name is same. They're saying as under poverty line, under BPL line, whoever is available, below poverty line, whoever is available, that is what the project name. And every year they are allocating some budget they are allocating it. Or you take the all countries, army you take it. Army has no revenues actually. They are not going to get any revenue from any source. Whatever we are paying the taxes, from that they are going to allocate for their salaries or their infrastructures, vehicle maintenance, whatever it is, they're allocating budget, right? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So for source of income, we do not have anything for the army or air force or for navy. There is no source of income for them. Government, whatever funds they are getting from the people through the tax, from that only they are allocating every year this much of budget. Based on the human manpower is increasing, the budget has to increase, and sometimes maybe the vehicle cost, the diesel cost, n number of parameters they'll consider, and they'll try to give the some budget. What I want to say is, there is a possibility given project allocation of the budget maybe happens in each and every year or couple of years once, whatever it may be happening here, multiple records are possible here, right?
Yes.
But today, whenever you are importing, you may have one-to-one record, one-to-one relationship. But after 1 year of time, if you see the same table, you may have here one-to-many relationship, right?
Yes.
That kind of common sense we have to use whenever these cardinalities we are providing it. Whenever these cardinalities we are providing it. System will provide the cardinality, I agree about it, but system will provide the cardinality based on today what we have the data. Today what we have the data, based on that one it will provide the cardinality. It won't think future point what will happen. It has no common sense. That common sense we have to use how these tables will be in the future. We have to think about it, and we have to provide manually that kind of cardinality. We have to provide it.
Okay.
For example, now I am going to the whatever we have this table. Which one? Project, company, project priority, and project approved projects. Okay, this table whatever available, I am going here. Okay, approved projects, we are going here. Then edit the query. Then we are trying to take a source. Then the source window is going to open. This is the source window. Now what I am doing is I am trying to say, as suppose these two records whatever available, I am copying. Then I am trying to paste here with a different numbering I am giving. This is instead of the 1 year 2 I am keeping, instead of the year 5 I am keeping, year 6 I am keeping, and I am going with the instead of 2012 I am keeping year 2014. Here also 2012 instead I am giving 2014, something like this. Then I am trying to click on OK. Now data is changed. If I go and try to click on here, close and apply, then if you go to the model relation, now see here what is the first problem, what it is saying, column of projects in table projects budget. This is the projects budget what we edited now. Approved projects is this is the column. Contains a duplicate value red, and this is not allowed for columns on the one side of a many-to-one relationship, or for columns that are used in the as the primary key of a table. Okay, something like that it's saying here.
Duplicate value is not allowed. No?
Yes, actually allowed. It is using this column wherever we have the one, right?
Yes.
Wherever we have the one, system will things like one side. Wherever we have the one side, it should be primary key. It will things like.
It is mandatory primary key. No?
Yep, it's mandatory. However, there are some workarounds also available. But it is a mandatory. Right. To overcome this kind of issue, what we can do it now? That means what? Today you designed the model. 2 records extra came in the database. Because of 2 records extra came in the database, today your report is throwing the error, means it is a good design or bad design?
Obviously bad designing.
Then whenever you are creating this relationship, you need to use the common sense. And we have to say here one record may have here many. You need to select the relationship manually, properly. You have to select it. Even though system given some kind of relation, don't totally depend on that one. You have to think about the future point of the data and you have to put it.
Okay.
So that's what it is trying to talk about here. So we given 1 to 1 and both. Then we realize tomorrow you may get here 2 more things. Blue is 1 more time it is coming with 1 more amount with 1 more year. Next year they allocated. Red is 1 more amount, something like this. If we go and try to put it here, then we need to change this to the many to 1. We have to change it. That means they are talking. We have to use our common sense and we have to change it. Something like that. That's what this paragraph is talking about. Now, adjusting cross-filter direction for a complex set of tables and relationship. Okay, now we understand we need to adjust the cardinality as for the future in the mind. We need to think about the future of the table and according to that one cardinality we have to adjust it. That's what we learned, right? Now, how to adjust the direction? How many directions we have? 2 directions. One is known as single direction.
Both.
One is known as single direction, second is known as both direction. When single direction will be makes some kind of trouble to us, we need to understand. If I give single direction, in what scenarios it won't work as expected, we need to understand. For example, I have here 3 tables as shown below. These are the 3 tables what I have. One table is known as company project. We have the project name, we have the priority. Second is known as project hours. For example, blue is the project, hours is 22, and who worked on this one? This guy submitted by this guy. Submitted by this guy, not worked actually, submitted by this person. Ticket number is this one, on this date is submitted. Who worked on this ticket? Who worked on this ticket actually, if I want to understand that one. So we are going for this solution and somewhere we have this employer and tenure and city, something like this we have. If you see commonly, what is a common column? It is joined year to year. What is a common column? Joined year to year. Year to year it is project column is joined. And year to year, what is the common column? Looks like a submitted by whatever we have. And 2 year employee name whatever we have, right? Are you getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Now what I want is actually for this project company employee we have here. For this company project, blue, how many people are associated with the blue? I want to understand. Count of people who are associated for the blue project. For the blue project, how many people are associated? I want it. And you need to notice here, this is the direction is year to year it is direction. But year to year there is no direction. We have reverse direction is available, not this to this it is not going. Company employee to project hours, we have the direction. Project hours to company employee, there is no direction, right?
We take from here the project.
In that case, suppose if I take one column from the company project and one column if we take from the company employee. Suppose see this example.
Okay.
Specifications will follow from company project to project hours, but it won't follow company employee. However, if you set these filter directions as both, it will work. That means something like this design to like this design we have to do.
Yes.
If you do both directions, if you do, then this company project will able to communicate with company employee. And it is going to give properly what is the employee and count of project. This employee, particular employee associated with how many projects we can able to understand. This particular employee associated with how many projects we understand. If this kind of both relation is not available and we are trying to create the count of projects, may see here what type of things we got it.
Yeah.
All it is showing as 666. As we do not have the direction
Relation.
properly, it is going to give 6 is the total number of projects what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 projects are available, right? For each employee, it is giving the 6. Got my point? Subbu?
Yes, I got it.
So if you think like this table to this table communication is required. If you think like anywhere this table to this table communication is required, then single direction if you are providing it won't work. We have to provide both direction, we have to provide so that it is going to work.
Okay. Yesterday we did with single direction, right?
Single direction, but this to this only we did it.
Yeah.
Go year to year.
There is only 2 tables, not 3 tables.
Exactly. Only 2 tables.
Okay.
You can try even offline, you can try it. You know this data now, right? We are able to see the data also.
Yeah.
You take the same name and you type the same data, whatever we have here, you can type it. Okay, you need not go for all the data also. How much patients you have, that many records only you can type it. You know how to enter the data in the table also, you are aware of it. And try to see practically this data is showing or not. Okay, I screenshot now. I cannot type it this one because one drawback in this document is this project of ours table is not there here. Okay, right. Now, where we are going to use that kind of design is, I given some homework yesterday to you, Soumya. Did you complete it?
Yeah, actually I completed, but I completed 2 videos, not 3 videos.
Okay, actually third video only we have the star schema.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I completed first 2 videos.
Did you come across star schema?
No, just I'm about database only.
Okay.
There.
Okay. Star schema is something like this. Here centralized fact table will be available and surrounded by dimension tables will be there. There are situations, for example, let me give some naming for this one. This is I am talking about the product table. This is I am talking about the time table. This is I am talking about the customer table. Okay, this is I am trying to talk about the, let us say, location table. And this is I am trying to talk about the sales table. There is a possibility I want to understand customer 101 Ram purchased, let us say product number is 10101, let us say iPhone, on the date of 12/01/2020. Okay, at the location of Hyderabad, something like this will have it. And how much he paid, I want it. That means I am trying to get the data from all the tables or not. I want to know Ram customer for iPhone on the date of 12/01/2020 in Hyderabad, how much he paid it. How much he paid it, I want to answer. That means I need to connect all the tables or not?
Yes, you have to connect.
Yes, if I want like that, then single direction is available. I cannot do that.
Yeah.
So in star schemas, more preferably, we are going to use both direction. We are going to use it. Okay, system is giving even single direction also. We are going to change both direction. We are going to change it. Okay. Now there is one small problem with this both direction also. What is the problem is this one. Say this relation now. You kept here all the both you given. Technically, if you go through the third video, whatever I said it, you come to understand. This table is called as conformed dimension. This table is called as conformed dimension. Conformed dimension is a one which is maintaining the join between 2 fact tables. Suppose this is I am saying as sales table. This is I am saying as, let us say, a procurement table. We are going to purchase first something, then we are going to sell it, right? For example, merchant is going to purchase iPhone for the 4,000 rupees he is going to purchase, and he is selling the same iPhone to the customer, 5,000 rupees he is selling. The 1,000 rupees is what is trying to keep as a margin, right?
Yeah.
So these two are called as, this is a fact table, this is a fact table, this is a dimension table. And any dimension table connected with two or more fact tables, then it is called as conformed dimension. If I have conformed dimension like this, there is a problem. What the problem is, if I want to get the data from table Y to table X, how many directions I have? I can go like this, or I can go like this.
Mm.
This is called as circular join problem. It is called as circular join problem. To overcome this kind of problem, what is the solution offered is, try to duplicate this table. Remove this table here and write here table Y. Same table, write here one more time table Y. And join these two things, so that there is no circular join. Are you getting my point?
Yes, yes.
We are going to break the circuit, whatever available, we are going to break the circuit. Something like that. So that's what we are trying to give here, some kind of example. I think you'll able to walk through it in the offline. Try to walk through it. Okay. Try these things in offline, your own. And tomorrow we'll try to meet and we'll try to know about the DAX formulas. You can able to walk through this entire document.
Okay.
And also, there is a Cartesian product. Many-to-many relationship is available. Already you are aware of it. Many-to-many relationship not possible in old version of the Power BI. However, in today's world, many-to-many relation is possible. Automatically system is detecting for you its own. Don't worry. But however, there is a old approach is available here. Go to the old approach, how they are able to make it possible. Anyhow, I'll walk through this one in tomorrow's class. Thank you. Please walk through these two documents today. And Subbu, yesterday you didn't come, right? So I give homework as go to our blog spot. There we have the OBW page. I am sharing this link to you. There are 3 videos are available which I am explaining about the data warehousing concepts. OBW data warehousing concepts, data warehousing concepts 2, data warehousing concepts 3, right? These 3 videos you have to listen.
Can you send me the text to WhatsApp?
I given that link I given to you in the chat, in the WebEx chat I given.
No, I'm saying in WhatsApp.
In WhatsApp you want?
Yes.
Okay.
Ram, I have actually in Monday class I have a doubt.
Yeah.